Okay, welcome to yoga class. And this is a nice, easy class. Go at your pace. Anything hurts, you need to stop. We're standing now in mountain pose. Shoulders over your hips, hips over your knees, knees over your ankles. Toes and knees are forward. Head, neck in line with the spine. Chin is off your chest. Top of the head to the ceiling. Shoulders even, hips are even. It's going to really help you with your balance. Those are planes in your body to keep you standing up nice and tall. If you have a problem with balance, widen out your stance. It's going to help you. And we're grounded into the floor. So if you look it up, it's grounding. You're grounded right into the floor, collecting energy from the ground, from the earth, sending it right up your body, and hence that's how we're standing up. And we're going to begin with breathing. Nice diaphragmatic breath in through your nose, fill up your belly. And exhale, slow and controlled. And again, shoulders are down, far away from the ears, releasing any tension you might be holding on to. Sinking your feet right into the floor so we're grounded. We're lowering our center of gravity. Sinking into the floor, but the top of the head is lifted. Your spine is long. Hips are even, shoulders are even. And just practice your breaths. So try not to stand here like this. Relax your body. If you need to sit down, you're absolutely welcome to sit anytime. And again, don't let anything hurt. If it hurts, you need to come out of the pose. Give yourself some breaths. Sit down and just bring your arms back and forth. Open up that chest and breathe. And let's bring our hands up overhead, lengthening your spine. And exhale down. So we're bringing energy up. Big breath in. And now we're relaxing all our muscles, all our joints, tendons, ligaments, everything's relaxing. Big breath in. Exhale and relax. We're going with our full body scan. So we're going to try to warm up all the major muscles we're going to be working. Inhale, look down, exhale, rolling your chin to your right shoulder. It's my left. Inhale, look down, exhale, rolling your chin to your left shoulder. It's my right. And inhale, look down. And exhale, and remember, don't let anything hurt. Just go to your point of tension, and every day is going to be different. Inhale, look down. Exhale, rolling your chin to your left. And inhale, look down. Exhale, rolling your chin to your right, where I'm going to hold it here. And a deep breath in. And I'm going to look over a little bit further, bringing my chin way over that shoulder. And a deep breath in here. I'm going to bring my chin down and exhale, rolling to your left. And hold. Deep breath in. Exhale, looking over a little bit further, really getting some good stretches in that neck. And inhale, look down. Exhale, rolling your chin to your center, bringing my chin close to the chest. It might not touch to start. We're stretching those muscles in the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, look up and kiss the sky and work the facial and the neck muscles. Get rid of those wrinkles and that flabby stuff under the chin. And inhale. And exhale, look down. Deep breath in. And exhale, look up and kiss the sky. Again, working the facial and neck muscles. And deep breath in. And exhale, I'm going to look down. I'm going to use my hands. You don't have to, always an option. I'm going to really push that chin right down. 7 vertebrae in the back of the neck, getting a nice stretch, bringing my chin really close to that chest, stimulating that thyroid. Let go of that head. Inhale, exhale, look up and kiss the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, head, neck in line with the spine. Chin is off your chest. Remember, don't let anything hurt. I'm going to drop my right ear to my right shoulder. Again, releasing tension out of the neck. Inhale. Again, hands are always an option. Push that left palm way down as you exhale. Relaxing that muscle, enabling that muscle to grow longer. Left ear to left shoulder. Right palm, push. Right ear to right shoulder. And left palm, push. And left ear to left shoulder. And right palm push. Remember, releasing tension right there. And head, neck in line with the spine. Chin is off your chest. I'm going to go with my shoulders, bring them forward. And I'm going to open up my chest right here. Bring them up. Big breath in. And then exhale as those shoulder blades come back together. So again, it's opening up the chest. You might feel a little congested because we are cleaning out those lungs. And exhale. And big breath out. Now I'm going with my elbow. I'm going to take my elbow back and start to stretch into some deltoid muscles. I'm going to add a little dance and follow with my core. So my core is following that hand. And I'm going to put the weight into the opposite leg of the arm that's coming around. I'm going to take it up a little bit higher. So remember, go to your point of tension. If this is as high as you can go, that's fine. But if you can, try to bring it a little bit more. And always try to keep moving. Even if you're injured, you say, well, I can't move my arm. Just move it just as much as you possibly can. And that's going to create synovial fluid in those joints, ordering those joints to be able to work for you. And a little bit of movement, getting that lymphatic fluid flowing in your body for your, yep. So we don't get sick. How's that? And I'm going to take them down, and then I'm going to bring them both to the front. So bring them back, up, exhale here, opening up the back of the lungs now. So again, this is called a full body scan. All our joints are soft. We're breathing into the belly if you can, and out, pull the belly button right into the spine, get the shoulder blades out behind you, head and neck in line with the spine, chin is off your chest. And then I'm going to push up the sky, working down into the waist. So I'm going to put the weight into the same leg of the arm that's coming up now, into the same leg, right down there, giving me a shorter range of motion, but a bigger stretch. And again, if you feel off balanced, just bring your feet out a little wider. It's going to help you with your balance. Hold on to your chair if you need to. That's why we have our chair here. Or if you want to sit and do this, absolutely fine. You can do this seated. And then I'm going to hold up the sky here. So that means both my hands are up. So notice the elbows soft, the knees soft. I'm going to take it over to the right. Inhale and exhale to your left. Again, widen out your stance if you need to. Listen to your body. Exhale to your right. And exhale to your left. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Exhale to your right and hold. And deep breath in. And exhale down a little bit more if you can. Don't let anything hurt. Hold on to your chair if you need to, onto your leg. Deep breath in. Exhale up and over to your left. And I'm going to hold. And down as low as you can go. And again, we're just holding and breathing in. And exhale up. And I'm going to backstroke back. So again, I'm following with that core. And a little dance-like, so I'm putting the weight into the opposite leg, right there. Taking it back like you're wiping the sweat off. If you can't bring your hand up, that's fine. If you can't bring the elbow up that high, just, again, try to keep moving. Movement is everything in your body. Keeps fluids flowing, keeps the heart pumping, keeps the lymphatic fluid especially flowing. And then I'm going to hold it right here. I'm going to go right into a hula hoop. And your hips are very important for you. They stand you up, they sit you down, they keep you sitting, they keep you standing, they get you in and out of your car. So they move in all directions, especially going right around. Our energy flows around these hips. Only place that energy will flow is around your hips. And then I'm going to go around the other way. So it goes both ways. So do what you can do, and remember, widen out your stance. Or if you're sitting on your chair, just lift your hip and keep them working. That's all we need to do. So whatever you can do. I'm going to hold them here. Shoulders, hips. I'm going to bring my hands up, always an option. You don't have to use your hands. I'm going to take my hips to the left as my hands come to the right. My hips are going to the right as my hands come to the left. So my hips are actually what are moving my body. Okay, it's not my arms, so I'm not doing this. All right, I'm folding at the hips, stimulating the kidneys, and I'm rotating and lifting up. So my shoulders are under my ears all the time. I'm breathing. And big breath out. And then I'm going to come straight down next and really work into the glutes and the hamstring and the glutes. Exhale down. Inhale, exhale, push those heels into the floor. Relax those heels, relax your knees. Exhale down. And exhale back up. And exhale down. Remember, it's your full body scan working on the hips here, hamstrings, the gluteus maximus. Take it down one more time. So right here and here, the only places you should feel it. And then I'm going to squat down. So I'm going to do some chair pose. I'm going to sit down, stand up. So again, if you want to get in your chair, look at the knees over the ankles. So I'm going to sit. And again, you're going to your point of tension. Don't let anything hurt. If it hurts into the knees, widen out your stance. Take it down just as low as you can go. Remember, not as low as your neighbor can go, not as low as I can go. Breathe. Big muscles are working. Should only feel that here. Quadricep, biggest muscle group we have. And your glutes. Squeeze on the way up. Shoulders top of the head, up to the ceiling. Hips are remaining even. Shoulders are remaining even. I'm going to hold those knees slightly bent and I'm going to roll them around. And again, you can always do this seated in your chair. And this is just going to get into some little muscles in and around the knees. Don't let anything hurt. Stop if it hurts. Remember, widen out your stance if you need to. I'm going to take them around the other way, nice and slow. So remember, your knees have to work like that, especially when you're getting out of your car. You're coming here and those knees are, so they need fluid flowing through all in and around the knees. It's not just the knees that work. They work together. I'm going to take them out, getting into the outer thigh, pulling them together, working into the inner thigh. Remember your breath. Muscles will not work without your breath, so make sure you're breathing. Let's go around the other way. It makes your muscles a lot easier to work with if you're breathing also. So if you give it a big exhale on the hard part, that's when it's going to make it so much easier. Like, wow, don't even feel like I did anything. And then I'm going to stand. So again, if you need balance, this is called Bruce just standing on one foot. So I'm going to roll my ankle, top of my head to the ceiling. I'm going to roll them around the other way, so nice and slow. Sink that foot, that supporting foot should be your left foot, right into the floor. Connect to the floor, keep your toes loose, and we'll talk about that later. I'm going to take it down, go right over to the opposite side. So look, shoulders are not moving, hips are not moving. Rolling that ankle. You can hold on or not. And then around the other way, nice and slow. Really get some energy in that ankle. That means a lot to your balance. If you have weak ankles, you have weak balance. So keep them strong, keep them open, keep all the fluid flowing from the earth, the bottom of your foot. I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to spread those toes right out. So my toes are spreading, not my fingers. And then I'm going to wiggle. Good exercise to do is to pick up a tissue with your feet, with your toes, keeping those toes nice and strong. Those are for your balance. Ankles and toes are so important for your balance. You notice if you start to fall over, if you didn't have your toes, you would probably fall all the way over. Push those toes right into the floor, so keep them nice and strong for that reason. Keep those ankles nice and strong. I'm going to go into a bicycle march, or chi walk is just alternating weight from one leg, aware of where that weight is, into your left, into your right. And I'm going to go with my fingers. So now you know we've done we're almost done. All of our body parts started with our breathing into the belly and out, diaphragmatic breath, keeping our planes in line right here, top of the head, shoulders and hips. I'm going to slightly close, so not too tight. You don't want to disrupt those wrists. I'm going to roll. And feel They're feeling a little tight right now. And depending on what the day is, the weather is, if it's cool like today, you're a little tighter. Feel a little more like you don't want to move as much. You want to just wrap up in a blanket. Just move. Try to move a little bit. Let's go the other way. You're going to feel a big difference in those hands after you roll, just like you did your ankles. And then I'm going to be able to open and close a little bit easier. And then when you're ready, we're just going to stand in our mountain pose. Top of the head to the ceiling, shoulders, hips in line, shoulders, knees, hips, ankles. And remember, makes a big difference on how your knees and your hips react. Whether your feet are out like this, your knees are going to have to work a little differently. So try to keep them forward. Back in a natural curve, hands down, touching my thighs. So I'm facing my chair now, and I'm going, again, my left is your right. So we're going to end up all looking at each other so that you're not straining your neck, but we did stretch the neck, stretch the shoulders, open the chest, and open the back. And we worked on our hamstrings and glutes and our quads, and we're going to work on our calves later. Toes and knees are forward. All right, nice and relaxed. We're going to start with what's called downward facing dog. Let's begin. Deep breath in. Exhale as you fold. So remember, I'm folding at the hips. Look at the spine, nice and straight. I'm going to bring my fingertips out nice and wide to hold me up. I'm going to walk my feet back, tailbone to the ceiling as the ears drop right in between those arms. And then I'm going to walk my dog, getting a nice stretch in the calf muscles. I got the tailbone up to the ceiling, feeling that hamstring, low back. Pushing my palms into the chair, feeling that up the back of the arms, so the flabby part of your arms, that tricep, right down the back. So all posterior stretching going on right here. Remember to breathe. Coming up on my toes, hinging forward into what's called a plank pose. So if this is too much on the hands or the wrists, come down on the forearms. This is fine. I'm feeling this all in the core muscle right here, so the back is nice and straight, natural curve here. Knees are naturally curved. If you want to challenge, you can lift an arm or a leg or both. And that's going to challenge your balance and challenge that core. I'm going to change arm or leg. So again, you can be here. Back is nice and straight or down. Remember, we're all different. Take it down and Chaturanga or upward dog. Belly button goes into the chair or the floor, looking up. Big breath in and exhale into downward dog. Again, walk your dog if you need to or if you just want to. All up to you. Pushing my palms in, fingers are wide. Then I'm going into warrior one. Right foot, your right foot coming in between the chair legs or in between your hands. My left toes came in about 25 degrees towards my midsection. If you need your chair for balance, it's right there. So I'm not here, remember. Nice and tall, shoulders, hips. Knee right over my ankle, toe and knee facing the same direction, both sides. Weight distributed evenly, both feet. Rotate it and lift. And zip it up here. If that bothers the low back, pull the belly button right in. Keep breathing, but pull that belly button in. It's going to naturally take that tailbone right under. Strengthen that back. Then I'm going into warrior three. So I'm coming on my toe. I'm going to hinge forward. So look at that back is nice and straight. Again, if you need your chair, I'm going to lift a leg. Or keep your leg on the floor, lift your arms, but put all the weight inside that right leg. That foot is connected to the floor. Notice toes are nice and loose. I've got that leg up. And you're breathing. Don't hold your breath while you're holding this. It's a hard pose. Balance poses are hard, especially on your ankles. Those toes are there. They're going to keep pushing into the floor. You're going to feel them. And that's helping you balance. I'm going to take it right back to warrior one, toe ball heel on your back foot, so right back to where I was. Big inhale, exhale into warrior two. So hips and shoulders now come forward. My legs did not move. I'm feeling a pull in that inner thigh. I got my hands down, shoulders far away from the ears. And my chin is going right over my right shoulder, looking over your right fingertips. So try to hold yourself up. We don't want to be here or we don't want to be there. If you need your chair, have it close so that you can hold on. Okay. And again, this is Warrior Two pose. So we're feeling nice and tall, challenging our balance forward to back right now. Top of the head to the ceiling, shoulders still even, hips still even. Taking this into a triangle or side bend. And again, chair should be there if you need it. Hold on. Do not hold your breath. Hold on to your leg if you can. Come down a little lower, only if you can. Keep your shoulder here. Once that shoulder starts going to the floor, it's more of a back bend. I want to try to get into this side, giving us more flexibility in our body. And you're breathing. If you feel dizzy, get that head right up over the heart. That's all you need to do. Slowly, everybody exhale, and let's take it up. Good job. Now my toes and knees are forward. Knees are soft. Core rotation, inverted triangle. So I'm going to core rotate, spinal twist, working into the digestive system with a core rotation, and a fold, working those kidneys. And then I'm going to turn and really look up. So I'm moving my shoulders, not just my head. So I'm really trying to get into that spinal column. Breathe into it, get some good oxygen into all the little tiny muscles in and around the spine. Let all that fluid flow. It's probably all confused right now, but it's getting in there. It's going to work for you. Don't let it hurt. If it hurts, come out of the pose. I'm going to take that hand down and just ragdoll. And again, if you feel dizzy, the head is right up over the heart. I'm dropping my shoulder blades right down to the floor. Top of the head to the floor if you can. Tailbone to the ceiling. Feel that all posterior stretching. And again, this is called ragdoll pose, and I'm just opening up the upper back so your lungs are back there. Remember, it's going to help you to breathe. Clean out those lungs. Big breath in and big breath out. And then I'm going to do a cat arch. So I'm standing here. I've got my hands on my quads. Tuck the tailbone, tuck your chin in. Exhale, coming up one vertebrae at a time. And the shoulders roll back. And I'm going into chair pose. So remember, you might need to widen out your stance. We did all these at the beginning. Knees. Do not want to pass your toes. Once they pass your toes, you put a lot of pressure on those knees, and those knees will hurt. If not today, next week, 2 months, next year, you're going to burn them right out. So keep them here. And now I'm going to start working into the calf muscle, standing on my toes. Alternate to start. Stand if you can. If this hurts your back, feet are wider. If it hurts your knees, feet are wider. Shoulders even, hips even, top of the head to the ceiling. We're breathing. Heels to the floor, exhale as you come up. Big breath in, reach up. And exhale down. Now we're going with some balance poses. So I am going to have my chair close to me just in case. Okay, if you don't need it, that's fine, but you should have it next to you, because if you start falling and your chair is all the way over here, you're gonna fall before you get to it. So for safety reasons, having my chair here, it's called rooster, standing on your right foot. Your right foot, it's my left, I know. All my joints are still soft, nice and relaxed. Taking my hand up. So again, if you need, hold on to that chair. Or if you need, keep the foot on the floor and lift your arm. And eventually you'll be able to lift, or eventually you'll be able to let go. I'm taking this to a tree, so the weight now is coming from here to over here, so it's a little different, challenging your balance in a different direction here. I'm going to bring that knee all the way out. Hips staying even, shoulders even. Taking up. And depending on how strong your ankle is too, so remember that. If you've had ankle injuries, you might not be able to stand for as long. Longer you can hold a pose, the harder it is. So come out of it if you need to. Going into dancer. So what they're gonna do, some of them are gonna just grab their foot and stretch that quad, or modified version, toe back, shoulder directly over my hip. You're gonna see that hip flexor. Take it down and I'm gonna feel that quad. Look at that knee over the ankle. Remember that. Don't burn out that knee. Either hold on or hands up. And again, dancer pose, holding on to my foot into my hand into my foot. I'm going to bring it forward, yep, if I can. So whatever you can do, remember, we're all different. I've been doing this for a lot of years. I'm going to take it down or up. Bicycle march, chi walk, and we're done one side. Whew. So instead of going to your heater and turning your heater up, do a little bit of movements, especially that lower body. That squatting and those balancing are really going to bring the heat up in your body. And I'm just going to stand when I'm ready. If you're not ready, your body will tell you because you'll start to go like this. If you're ready, just stand in mountain pose. See the arms dangling by my side? They should be touching your thighs. Shoulders underneath my ears, top of the head. Shoulders even, hips even. Deep breath in, reach all the way up. And exhale down. I'm going to bring my chair to the other side. So depending on where you are, you might need to move your chair, or if you're using the floor, great. It's good to get on the floor every once in a while. Teach yourself how to get up in case of a fall. Okay, so just make sure, try to get to the floor every once in a while. And keep that core nice and strong. That's so important for us. And let's begin on this side. Downward facing dog, deep breath in, reach up. And exhale as you're folding at the hips so the back is not moving. I've got my fingertips wide on the chair. I'm going to walk my feet back, tailbone to the ceiling as the ears drop right in between those arms, and walk your dog. Or just keep the heels to the floor and get your tailbone way up. Feel that in the calves, hamstrings, glutes, low back especially. Palms into the chair, pushing. Feel that in the tricep, down the side of the back. Think about your spine lengthening. So push that tailbone way back, way back. And going into my plank pose, coming on my toes, hinge yourself forward. So notice, I didn't just come over like this. I stood here and just hinged forward. And again, if it's too much on the arms, come down on the forearm. This is fine. Shoulder directly over that elbow. And if you want to challenge, I'm going to lift a leg. Challenging that core, challenging your balance. Head and neck in line with the spine, you're breathing. I'm going to change arm or leg. And remember, hold it for as long as you can. So if you can't hold, just stay here or here. But try not to stick your butt up. Let's take it down. And Chaturanga or upward dog. Inhale, look up. And exhale, downward dog. Walk your dog if you can or if you need to. Oh, and breathe. Buttocks way up. Push those palms right into that chair. Feel that. So I can't really grab those tricep muscles right there. I can't grab the flab on that tricep. And we all have it. Going into warrior one, left foot now, coming in between your chair legs or your hands. And again, if you need the chair, I just took it right beside me. I didn't have to move. Shoulders even, hips even. Knee over the ankle, weight distributed evenly, both feet. Back straight, or if that bothers your low back, pull the belly button in. And breathe. And do what you can. Remember, if anything hurts, or if you're just tired of going into these poses, just give yourself a little break. Even if your arms are tired, just take them down and stay with the pose. I'm going to put all the pressure right there into that left leg. I'm going to fold forward into your warrior three pose. So it's a balance pose. Again, you might need to bring your chair back. Fine. Hips are facing the floor, shoulders are facing the floor. They're even. Got it right down, all the weight inside that left leg. Ankle working hard, toes working hard. You're breathing. I'm going to take it right back to warrior one, toe ball heel, all the way up. So again, check your form. Shoulders, hips even. Weight distributed evenly, both feet, knee over the ankle. I'm going to exhale into Warrior Two. So I just rotated forward. I felt that pull in that inner thigh as I rotated those hips. Not standing here. Remember, they're nice and even. Chin over your left shoulder, looking over your left fingertips. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Relax your body and breathe. So just drop your arms down, bring your arms down if they're tired. This is a great shoulder workout, though, just holding those arms up. I'm slowly going to go into my triangle or side bend. All right, now I'm feeling that here. If you can, take it down a little bit more. All right, if you feel dizzy, the head stays right up, and you got your chair here. I'm opening, I'm twisting, my shoulder is not coming towards the floor. Just as far as you can go. Remember, we're all different. I've been doing this for a long time. You're breathing, getting oxygen in through those muscles. Side bend, just in case you have to look under the couch. You're looking for some change. Gotta look under the couch. Nope. Gotta look for the cat, look for the dog. I'm slowly gonna exhale as I come up. Hold on to your chair if you need to. Knees and toes are forward, inverted triangle for your core rotation spine. Digestive system, spinal column, and kidneys. All working right now. Give it some good breaths. Let it all work. So again, I've got one shoulder facing up to the ceiling, the other shoulder, and I've got that twist going on. Then I'm going into ragdoll. Right here. So now I'm just going to drop my arms. Again, if you feel dizzy, the head is up here. If you can, right down. Open up the upper back. So just drop those shoulder blades right down to the floor. Tailbone up to the ceiling. Knees and toes facing forward. Just relax right here. Great pose to relax with. Hands on the quads, cat arch your way up, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin in, exhale as you're coming up, one vertebrae at a time. Breathe into that vertebrae, all those little vertebrae in there, all the muscles in and around. And going into my chair, this time I'm gonna stay in my chair, not getting up out of my toes. So they call this chair, so I look like that chair. I look like I'm sitting, knees, back is straight, shoulders even, hips even. I'm just gonna stay here, knees and toes forward. Most of the weight is on my heels. The weight is under the big toe, baby toe. Most of the weight on my heels right now. I tie my shoe. So you can sit here and read a book if you like. And remember, this is going to turn the heat up in your body. So you don't have to put a blanket on. Go here. And it's great exercise, even if you want to come up and down. Great exercise for the quads and the glutes. So you can stand up, sit down without asking for help for as long as you can. Big breath in, exhale your way up. Breathing in, reach up, and exhale down. And going into our balance poses. So again, I'm going to take my chair. Now rooster standing on your left foot. I know it's my right, so it's here. So again, most people are here. I'm just going to stand here so you see. Shoulders, hips. If you can, lift your leg. If you can't, keep your toe on the floor. Or lift and hold on. Let go when and if you can. Shoulders, hips. Everything's even. So if I'm like this, I'm going to really lose my balance. If you have weak ankles, get out of the pose if it starts to hurt. Don't push yourself. And your tree. So that foot just went on the inside of my leg, either your lower leg, your upper leg. If you're on your knee, just don't push into it. Okay, so don't let anything hurt. And again, this is your tree, so I've got the balance over here, really testing my balance. So as long as you can hold it, again, ankles working hard, you can see it kind of going side to side. I'm gonna take this into dancer. So again, you might be able to come here or modify toe back. Shoulder comes up. Felt that right there. Called your hip flexor, don't let it hurt. Kneel down, as if I'm kneeling down. You're vacuuming, you're doing some vacuuming or you're bowling. This knee over my ankle, hands up. Whatever you can do. Back nice and straight. Even while my hands are up, my shoulder is still far away. And we can bring it up or down. Give it a little bicycle march. And again, bicycle march is just coming up and down on your toes. And let your arms just dangle. Breathe. And stop when you're ready. Again, your body will tell you if you're not ready to stop. That means you've been working. You get the heart rate up. Got the heat going on. And now we're just really feeling the energy in your body. Again, the heat, maybe the heart rate. Take some deep breaths. It's called remembering breath into the belly. Exhale, empty. Breathing in. So you notice my back is not moving. My chest is not moving. Exhale. Top of the head to the ceiling. And deep breath in, reach up. And exhale down. Lower, sink that low center of gravity. Lift up and bring the energy up. And sink. Now we're gonna have a seat. You're welcome to sit on the floor. I do have some people sit on the floor. I'm gonna sit in a chair. So whatever you can do. Okay, and we're just gonna do some seated poses. So again, when I sit, knees over my ankles, I'm gonna bring my chair back a little bit, making sure I can reach it, get my butt back. So when I sat down, shoulders directly over my hips, hips are 90 degrees from my knees are 90 degrees from my ankles. I didn't have to keep adjusting myself. Just like that, nice and tall. These are called just stabilizer muscles, and they're holding us up. If they're not working, everything is gonna fall right out of there. It's gonna go all over the place. So turn them on and lift up. Shoulders under the ears, nice and relaxed. We're gonna do a spinal twist seated. So it's a little harder than standing. You're gonna take your right leg, cross over. If you can't cross over, cross at the ankles or don't cross at all. Take your right hand around your left leg, left arm around the back of your chair, exhale. And I'm just gonna roll my ankle and my wrist joints. Even if you're down here, try to roll. And the other way. And relax those joints. Big exhalation is gonna take you forward. Remember that exhalation is so important, relaxing the back spinal column muscles. I'm gonna cradle this leg if you can. Just do what you can do. It's a great stretch for this outer hip right here that works hard all day, no matter what you're doing. Standing, seated, seated, standing, stand and sit. I'm gonna drop my, okay, so I've got my knee out here. I'm gonna drop my chest, so I'm not dropping my head, I'm not rolling my back. Dropping it just until you feel a pull here. And if you can come down a little bit lower, it's almost gardening season, time to start planting. We're gonna be bending over a lot. Get into that lower back, stretch it, breathe. Tuck the chin in, exhale, and roll yourself up. Then I'm going right over to the other side. So again, cross or cross. Try not to cross here and lift up here, and that's where that back goes out a lot. And then I'm gonna do a spinal twist. Yep, wrong one. And then I'm going to exhale and twist. Whew. So if you're twisting and you're tight and you don't think you can twist anymore, give it a big exhale. And you're gonna be surprised how much more movement you get out of that exhalation. I'm gonna take it around the other way, wrist and ankle, joints. And I'm gonna relax right here, big exhalation. And your cradle. So whatever you can do. If you can't lift it up, that's fine. We can go on the floor. If you're on your couch or on your chair, just bring that leg up and try to pick this leg up as much as you can, and you're gonna feel that outer hip So just laying on your couch or on your bed, just giving yourself a little stretch. Or if you can, take it in. It's called a cradle pose because it looks like you're holding a baby. So again, whatever, you modify yourself. We're all different. Tuck the chin in, exhale, roll up. I'm going to do a couple ab rocking. So I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you see. Stay right where you are. Getting my sits bones still on the chair, but out a little bit further. Feet out. I'm going to drop my shoulders down and lift up. So this is all nice and tall, zipped up. This is nice and straight, head and neck in line with my spine. And lift. And this is great for that core. This core works every part of your body, okay? It's holding all your important organs. Your heart is up here. This muscle right here holds all those important organs. It moves your legs. It moves your arms. So remember that. I'm going to hold it halfway and go into what's called a boat pose. So when I bring my arms forward, I don't want to do this because that means my back is working. I can't hardly breathe. Relax. If you can't hold it up, keep it down. Or if you can't hold the hands up, you want to hold on to the chair, fine. Let's switch legs. So if you're on the chair, I suggest one leg at a time, just for safety reasons. If you're on the floor, we have some people with both their legs up, both their arms up. Hold as long as you can. Feel this getting tighter and tighter. And take it down, rotate the palms up and right down. Nice and relaxed pose right here called the corpse pose. My knees are soft, my feet are flying wherever they want. My back is in a natural curve. My shoulders are touching the chair or the floor. Neck is in a natural curve, so my neck is back a little bit. Breathing into the belly and out. Now walk over to the plug. Just unplug yourself when you're ready. Just let everything flow through your body, nice and natural. We've just opened up a lot of the meridian system. We've worked into from the bottom of the foot. That energy flows up the inside of the legs, around your hips. Remember I said that? Up through meridian, especially up your spine, through the 7 vertebrae in your head. That energy comes right out through the back of your ear, down through the inside of your arm, into your hands. So you feel your hands maybe getting a little sweaty. Bottom of your feet, very, very, very bottom. Nice and sweaty. Relaxing all your facial muscles. So this is a great way to end if you're ending your day, but we're just beginning our day. It's 9:15 in the morning, so we've got a full day ahead of us. So I'm going to sit up. If you're on the floor, you're welcome to stay there. I'm going to do some back bends to get some more flexibility in that spine. Deep breath in, reach up. It's called the cow pose. If you were doing the cat and the cow, I'm going to exhale. So I'm looking at the ceiling as if I have a neck brace on. So I'm not moving my head up here. I'm going to move my back, and that's going to move. So you're lifting that lower back off the floor and exhaling. Don't let anything hurt. Remember, if you're done, you're done. That's fine. Just go into just relaxation point. I'm going to bring my hands up and hold them here and just relax. You can hold your hands down here. Just breathe. Remember these stabilizer muscles turned on. Feet flat on the floor or just relaxed, feeling that heat from the bottom of your foot coming right up through your body. We've just opened up. We just gave ourselves a little more flexibility. We worked all the major muscles in our body that we need for everyday function, and that's very important. Reaching and squatting and bending and folding and twisting. Deep breath in. Big exhalation. Relax. Sink your buttocks right into this chair or sink your body right into the floor. And namaste.